playing a historical USA playthrough because, as I mentioned, today is, or the start of this playthrough is 79 years to the day when Japan attacked Pearl Harbor. And as we remember that and remember the event that brought America truly into the war, which kind of sealed the fate of the Japanese and the Germans, we jump in, play an historical USA playthrough, and see how I manage this rather different country and economy in this game. I have played through as the Americans once before. They have quite a different way of doing things. They have a Senate and a House of Representatives to kind of navigate around. It's not like the fascist countries that do whatever they want. Not quite like some of the democratic nations. It's a little bit different. And therein lies the challenge in this, as well as gearing up for war. So we're going to go with a regular historical playthrough. We'll go with Iron Man mode. That's fine as well. We're going to play as the United States. Can I change? Should be. Oh yes, we can change. We can. And what do the? Okay. I've forgotten the controls for this. It's been that long since I've played. Right. So we're going to play USA. Let's start. Iron Man save and play. Right then, off we go. So. There'll be a lot of management at the start of the campaign for this as we set up navies and ships and building programs and research and everything else. And as you are aware, the Americans take a bit of building up to get into the war. There's nothing, it's not quite as instant as what happens over here, which is probably as well. We're going to have to put some things in place. So let's start working out what we can do. Let's begin by gathering whatever troops we have. There are some. Let's railroad all of those. Let's form them into one army. And we're going to put them all in. I don't know. Let's put them in. Where's Kentucky? It's around here somewhere, isn't it? Don't actually see the individual states, do you? It's that one, I think. Is that right? Yes, it is. Let's railroad them in there. And we're going to sort our army out from there. What else do we have to do? We're going to have to set research. Let's start going through this. Technology to research. We're gonna go with a strong navy, obviously, and a strong air force. And the army is probably going to be developed later, but my initial priority is to try and get the navy set up and the army set up, because obviously it's going to be the war in the Pacific. Hey, Piranha Man, welcome back. You watching me while walking home? Oh, well, I hope your signal holds out quite well. Should we go with... We need to get the destroyers sorted out so we can get a nice early escort built up. This is the ideal escort build. So if we can get to there early. But we don't want to be ahead of time. That would be unnecessary. Let's go with sonar and depth charges. We can modify any early destroyers we create. Shall I throw everything into the navy? No, that would maybe be a bit too much. There's the air force as well. Let's also... a naval doctrine. We've got to start on base strike, which people say isn't as good, but I'm going to go with it, being it's the American theme. We are going to use carriers in this, carrier primacy, which will help, but everything is kind of important. Air, right? So we're not too bad a starting position for the air. We've got some naval bombers, which are always good. Naval bombers and fighters. These are the 36s, aren't they? It's good that they've been researched. Okay, let's put some effort into that. And let's not forget, really, that the important thing's to research right off the back. Yeah, I should probably be going for this, actually. Let's just backtrack a little bit. Construction is going to be critical. And let's switch that to engineering, because this gets our research speed up. And off we go. Yeah, air and sea, but we need to kick off the engineering stuff a little bit. So I want to build up a massive air force by the time war truly kicks off. And a big navy as well. So, can we do... the hell is that doing? Oh, I thought they were on a board a carrier. I thought that doesn't look right. So let's just trash all these. And when I say trash them, the planes just go back into storage, if you like. The ships are a different matter. We're going to have an Atlantic and a Pacific fleet. It's the aircraft I want. Let's see. Is there a quick way of We can't do control select on these, can we? Now I don't want to select the naval stuff. But we'll just we'll reassign these and build them back up. Yeah, that's another issue with this game. Obviously, we know what happened in the war. And we know what's probably going to happen here, because I'm going to play on historical mode. And playing with hindsight gives you a big advantage. But, I mean, what can we do? We can't try and ignore the fact that we know it's going to kick off in the Pacific. So, we're going to play to try and stop that, obviously. Where are these guys? Let's see. Let's control those. And then I'll recreate all the fighter groups myself. And bomber groups, just as we need them. And start training people up. Because we will want them. We will definitely want them trained up. We'll just want them where we put them. Can I not do... Is it shift? Oh, it's shift. Okay. Oh, you can tell it's been a while since I've played Hearts of Iron. I'm struggling to select everything. The only ones we won't do... like this are the naval bombers, and that's what we've got left. Excellent. So we've got research, civilian factories. Okay. What should we start focusing on first? I mean, infrastructure is useful, but I also want to build. Now we're going to control the Pacific by building up air bases and forts. Also, there's a big penalty on construction time for civilian and military factories. So whilst it's tempting to go all out on those, it can be a bit of an issue. Do we really own 127 factories? That's a lot. Hey, Massive, welcome back. How are you today? Obviously, the Philippines are going to be somewhere where we... Let's oil we're going to need, rubber we're going to need. Let's take a look at the infrastructure, actually. See what we're producing over here. Does that not actually... Are we not producing anything from there? Sure we are. Hang on a sec. No, it doesn't look like the Philippines... Well, actually, they're a puppet state, aren't they? So it's not directly coming to us. But building up the infrastructure for oil and aluminium is going to be important, but perhaps not a first priority. So let's make sure we've got some good airfields over in the Pacific. We can put a few into that, I think. Let's get some airfields going. Fine, good, glad to hear it. So where are we? Where are we? We want to make sure we could have a lot. We could have a lot in the... We don't need... Oh, hang on. No, we don't need to do all of these. Let's make sure we built that one up, and then that'll do for starters. We have no radar. We will have to work out which bases we're going to use on these islands, because it's a bit pointless trying to defend them all. There's just too many. But some are going to be absolutely vital. Dockyards. We want naval bases, and we're going to want them on this side, because there's going to be a little bit of repairing going on, and that's our civilian factories. Where's what? Hang on, 129. Oh, I see. So most of them are there for consumer goods. Okay, so we shall maybe... Well, that'll be finished fairly fast. We'll take that off for now. And we'll build as long as we have a couple of 10s here, and then we'll build up some naval bases in there as well. So that'll do for now. Military factories. Well, aircraft. They're going to be important, but I don't think there's much point in building the basic aircraft. Also, there's a lot of ships here. We need more dockyards, don't we? That is something we definitely need to build. So, as I say, the USA is a slow one to get going. Infantry equipment, probably at the start. Maybe a bit of support. I do like support equipment. Have we got... how many more have we got? Okay, that's it. Well, we don't need quite that much. Certainly not at the start. Right, okay, we'll go with that one. We'll go with national focus. Right then, what have we got up here? There's a lot to look at. Continue the New Deal. Establish the gold standard. That gives us a load of political power, which is very useful. Is that where we're going to start? I'm not that familiar with the USA tree. I've only played through the USA once, I think. There's the War Department, which grants maximum command power increase plus 25. Well, that's useful. Selective training builder. Okay, this is good. They're all going to be useful. Should we go for this one to get... Oh, we get Walter Kruger, which grants army planning expert, planning speed plus 10% and unlocks war plans decisions. Well, we'll need him at some point, but it's not a particular... what's this then? Re-establish the gold standard. So Franklin Roosevelt is not the current... Oh, we need somebody... We need a different democratic president, I think. I don't think we want to do that anyway. Let's go with that one. And kick that off. There we go. No divisions in basic training. What's our Marine Brigade? Oh, hang on. No. That's the wrong... That's the wrong button, Gromit. Come out of there. Let's see what our infantry division looks like. So these are... They're not too bad, actually. Okay. We can actually... I think I'll set a couple of those up to train. Let's just go for 5 for now, and we'll train them on this coast. We'll have to have some... that'll do. California. We'll have to have some jobs and some plans. You planning to build a PC when hardware comes out? Nice. It's nice building new projects and shopping for stuff.
Attention.
Oh, unsigned divisions. Right, we're going to create... What's this? Do we need a guy here? Would it be useful to have a guy here in the Atlantic? It's in Puerto Rico. Is that where Puerto Rico actually is? I did not know that. I don't know where I thought it was. But I didn't think it was there. Probably don't need... I don't see why we need that there. I don't know if having air and sea power over this is really going to matter. But then again, it's a base in the Caribbean. You never know what's going to kick off. Okay.
Ready to move.
Let's assign him into a new department, and we'll just call him the Atlantic Theatre. I suppose I can have... That actually work.
Orders.
Atlantic Theatre, and we'll call that... We might put some more garrisons into the Caribbean, because I think you can take control of some of the British naval bases as a political option later on. I don't know, but we'll leave the guy there for now. And we'll also set him to... How do you set training on this? Oh my god, has it been this long since I've played it? Oh, it's down here, isn't it? There we go. It has been a while.
Ready.
And this Panama Canal, okay, so we'll also assign that into... Yeah, we'll stick that in there. Any more? There will be a load. Alaska. Okay, and we'll put this new department. Make an army out of this. We do need some Alaska defense. Actually, that is somewhere that could be attacked, theoretically. The Japanese can get there. And we'll just call this Homeland. Ah, thought I was typing there.
Yes, sir.
Homeland defense. We're going to have a few armies in this, as we cover the east and west coast. Well, I don't think we probably need to worry too much about that though. ATM Serda, or how you even pronounce that name? Sorry. Welcome to the stream. So we're just setting up America, getting through our basic commands and things. Who else is there? There's going to be a load in the middle.
All in.
It's going to be a Pacific defense, Pacific garrison, I think I might call these. And we'll dot these around as we need to. Let's put him in an army. New theatre. Oh, did I call that army? Never mind. Pacific defense. As I say, there will be quite a few. Can I not do a big sweep like that? No, it's too big, unfortunately.
Ready.
Put those in there.
Orders.
And we will at some point take a proper look at just where everything is.
Commands.
But for now, this is just so we can find things. Who else have we...
Listen up.
There's someone here? Oh, there is.
Orders.
Put them in there. That's it. That's all of them. Excellent. Hey, Tom, how are you? Available. Yes, we have got a lot of planes in reserves. Let's start the time ticking off. We've got things going. Insufficient resources. So I'm short on rubber and chromium. Okay, chromium. Hang on. Turn off day and night cycles. We don't need that going. I don't think I've reinstalled this. It might have updated since I last played. I'm pretty sure I haven't reinstalled it. Put that on so we can see better. And these guys are railing in. Great. We're going to form our armies. See where we go from there. I think that's everything. Should we set some navies up? Let's go over to Manila. Because as I say, I can't play this without hindsight. We know what the Japanese are going to do. Those sneaky Japanese devils. So let's set up some wings. What have we got? Do we have naval bombers? We do. 200 would be nice, but we shall take 100 in a wing. And we shall set them off training. What else should we get? We don't need close air support. Well, not yet. Interwar bombers are not so good. Interwar bombers are not so good, but tactical bombers are because they have the range. So let me put a squad of 200 in there. And I might, obviously, split that up, but that's kind of what we want. And I'll set some fighters off as well. Now, I'll put 200 fighters in there, so we've got something in training. And they will, of course, get replaced by better quality planes when we get the opportunity to. So far, so good. I think. Right, let's speed this up, because there's not a lot going to happen for... wait. We have the Navy to sort out. What's that? Civilian factories. Oh, wow, they made those... Right, they made those airfields really quick. Oh, they haven't finished it yet. We're going to have a naval base. I think we're going to put a lot of effort actually into the Philippines. We're going to hold the Philippines. So we're going to set up a naval base. We obviously need somewhere to repair and refit and stuff out here when the war kicks off. Let's keep that off going again. Can I just take a look at my graphics settings here? Video, what am I on? Oh, okay, let's turn that down. That was before I had the monitor set to be different. That's going back quite a while. It's been a while since I streamed this then. That should make it look a little bit smoother for you, I hope. Restart required? You are kidding me. Okay, we are saved, so I can exit game. Yeah, I changed the way I capture things for streaming. It was back with Horizon Zero Dawn and the problems that particular game caused with streaming. So now I just clone the monitor straight to a capture card, but because the capture card is only 60 Hertz, I have to set the monitor to be that, otherwise we get all sorts of screen tearing and it looks awful. But it's a better way of streaming and capturing it. If I just had a faster capture card, I could set the monitor back up to its native resolution. We get MacArthur approval, holding the Philippines. Yeah, are you guys watching? And if you're not watching, I would highly recommend it. Go and watch the World War II channel on YouTube. It was like the Great War channel. In fact, it's Indian Idol and probably some of the same team. But the Great War they did week by week of the First World War 100 years ago. So as it started in 2014, and as it went, they brought the news and the developments. I learned so much from that. And they are now doing the World War II week by week from 79 years ago, I guess. And it's absolutely fascinating. I thought I knew quite a bit about World War II, but I am learning so much stuff. It's really good channel. Really good. Highly recommended. I guess a lot of you people already watched that, right? And already know about it. Yep, let's play. We are playing as these and start. Sorry for the hold up there, folks. We'll get back to it. Right. Go. So the Navy, that's... does this look... That doesn't look any smoother, does it? Does it look better on the capture card? Because on mine, it looks like it's juddering about quite a bit. Do I have VSync on? VSync's on. What if I turn that off? Let's see what that looks like. Oh, you are kidding! I have to restart the game every time. I don't remember. Alright, that to me looks... That looks considerably smoother. Doesn't it? Am I going to change history and prevent Pearl Harbor? Well, I could do by not having the Pacific Fleet out there. But we're going to try... We're obviously going to... We can't play... We know what the Japanese are going to do, or we suspect. And we can't just sort of let that happen, kind of, because it would feel wrong playing like that. So we're going to try and play to defeat the Japanese. I'm going to put all my ships over here. And then we're going to form our fleets. Right, let's just let's do that. Is there anything that we've missed? There will be. Oh, tell you what, we can do it like this, can't we? We put everything in there. Hang on, if I do... How do I select multiple ones out there? And then we'll build our fleets and admirals just as it should be. Put them in there, okay. Excellent, everything... the entire United States Navy heading to... Is that San Francisco down there? San Diego. And we'll sort them out when they get there. We'll accidentally cause Manila Harbor? We might. We might. You having issues still, Tom? Did you ever get that juttery sound thing sorted out? Because you're right, it was just on the Xbox Series X that. And before, when you were streaming, that didn't seem to be an issue. Hi, Tazacek. But yeah, there's always issues with streaming stuff. That's looking just as jerky and jumpy as before, so whatever. I didn't actually make the difference. I know it said I had to restart it, but I don't remember it looking as bad as this. I'm just going to change that to windowed and see if it looks any better. Let's restart this whilst we're here, folks, because if we can not get this being a problem all the way through the game, now it will be considerably better. I don't know why it's looking that jerky. It really shouldn't be. And VSync should be stopping that, but it's clearly something is overriding it. The joys of streaming. Load United States. At least it loads up nice and quick. Yeah, so one of the interesting aspects of the United States is that you have the government to deal with. So as you play as president, or I guess as leader of the nation, but you then have to keep the two houses kind of happy, and the president can be replaced if you take too many decisions which will upset too many congressmen and senators. Is that any better? Well, it sometimes goes better. It looks better like that, right? But we shall see. We'll see what it does. Right, let's tick this off, and then we should... let's put it on the naval tab. Where are we? Navy. We might overload the... Oh, we've got national focus done. Excellent. So, that was... Continue the New Deal. Now, what's the WPA? Political power, 150. Okay, click for details. Millions of people are still suffering unemployment resulting from the Great Depression. Agencies to put these people to work on public projects may not fully solve the problem, but the work progress is just a load of political power, which looks like it'd be useful. Suspend the persecution? The hell does that do? Persecution of American citizens for their political views, no matter how abhorrent they may seem, is fundamentally at odds with the values of this country. It must cease immediately. We lose base stability, which is bad, but we can have a communist revolution. We don't want to go communist. I mean, I think this looks like the communist side of the tree. Is that... I don't think we want to go down there. So that looks like it's useful. The Neutrality Act. Oh, no, this is the thing. This requires the support of senators and representatives. This is the thing you have to balance. And you'll get events throughout the game saying, you know, Congressman Bob of Maine wants you to support a local factory initiative to get people into work. And he'll vote for whatever you say if you build a factory there. Things like that pop up, which I think are quite a cool aspect to this, because you don't get that with the other nations. America first. Have I heard enough of that in the last 4 years? Okay, so War Plans Division might also be good. Intervention. Also, I think War Department. Actually, let's go War Department. We know what's coming here. Let's start that off. You should play it as if the president is from Yorkshire. Would save a lot of money. That would be brilliant. I'll put on my Yorkshire accent. We'll stop the buggers in Pacific. They'll not have us out of Manila. They won't. Remilitarization of the Rhineland. So Germany's kicking off, which is no great shock. Is it? Let's just turn the speed down. Is that causing it to jump and judder? It looks fine going across there. It skips a frame every now and again. Maybe you guys aren't seeing this. Maybe it's my monitor. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'll try and sort it out for the next stream, whatever it is. It's going to require a bit of experimentation. I think, right, let's get all this in. Can I do Control A on that? Select. No, I should have done just a minute. Hang on, if I go... Is it Shift Select? No, it's Control for these, is it? No, it's not. Hang on, select that. And merge into one. So that's nearly the entire Navy. Plus that. 229 ships. So let's start making some fleets here. We're going to want a new task force of all destroyers. Let's put all the destroyers into one. Is that 113 destroyers? It is. Oh, excellent. We've got electronic mechanical engineering is what we've got. Hit pause. And we'll deal with that in a minute. So we want to do the computing, get the research speed going up a bit more. And I think it's on... Oh, we haven't got those yet. Okay. Well, the construction speed is kind of vital. What was the other thing we just researched then? We didn't set that off, did we? Oh, it was this. Okay, yeah. So we're going to get our basic destroyers sorted first. That was the job. Not looking silky, but not anything too bad. Okay, cheers, guys. It bugs me when I see that. To me, looks reasonably smooth. But if I go in, does it? Yeah, it skips a bit. I shall get that figured out. Modify the government. Have we got... Oh, we've got loads of political power. We could put political advisors in. Now, these are things that we can't change yet. And that's going to be hard to get our manpower. Where is our manpower, by the way? It's not bad as it is. These are things that are kind of hard to change as the USA, I have found. But we can put advisors in. Oh, one thing I might do is put a theorist in quickly. They're going to cost more, aren't they? Yeah. Because this will actually give us some military command points, and we're going to need that to then improve our division structure. And that's hard to get as the USA because you're not involved in the war early on, which would normally build up that experience. Nuclear research speed. I'm looking for superior firepower. So he gives army experience and superior firepower doctrine. I think that's the doctrine we're using, actually. Let me just go and check. What are we using? Military doctrine. Where the hell is it? We're using superior firepower. Okay, so Bradley would be a suitable choice. And... yeah, okay, we need another 100 political power for that. Okay, let's hold off. Let's hold off and do that as our first major change. There's decisions available. Now, oh, God. Grant statehood to Alaska. That's for 240 days, we lose some political power. Okay. Okay, so these are fine. It's fine to do that. Grant statehood to Puerto Rico. They're actually talking about that now, I think. Still. Withdraw from the naval treaties. I don't think I want to take any political activities. Not yet. Not yet.